500 XL. I got it running and driving with a 289. So it was all stock, auto, factory black with red interior. Still needs quite a bit of work. Just had the hood liner done. That looks pretty sweet. Needs a lot of work on the inside. We'll get there. Anyway, so that's the motor that's sitting in there. Obviously twin tunnel ram, a couple of Holly 600s on there. So I've just got it sitting in there. It's got the C6 all bolted up. Used the Kreitz engine mounts from the States. I'll come over here, might get a better view of them. So this engine mount comes with a modified trans mount as well. Still had to modify the cross member, just cut a section out. It's the C6 was a bit longer than the factory C4 that was in there. Headers, you can buy headers for this conversion. I had an old set of headers that came with this engine that had been modified for a Thunderbird, so I just sort of used what I had to make the headers. They're both made up, one's welded, but I've still got to finish off welding one other side. They're not pretty, but they should do the job until I could actually probably afford to get some decent ones. But yeah, they'll do the trick. So what else? Gonna put a brake booster in there, and apparently run into a bit of trouble with movement. I mean, with the gap here, once you get the booster in on the rocker cover, so I'll see how that goes. We'll just do a bit of a walk around in the car. So after I pulled the 289 out, I stripped out the whole engine bay and repainted it satin black. Took it all back down to bare metal. All this front's got a bit of dust and stuff on it at the moment, but all these light fittings, this whole front. All in here. Got to put a new battery tray in there. Had a bit of rust there to get redone. It's only one of the only really rusty spots apart from the back window on this car. All this chassis, took it all back and sprayed it satin black, redid all the bushings, shocks. Repainted all the hinges. Body's not perfect, it has had a respray. So the front glass is out at the moment, all this is really good condition. So that dash is a bit worse for wear, but I'm going to pull that out and paint it black, gloss black, and probably going to change all the interior to black. Where the undercoat is, that had a bit of rust all around here. Most of it was surface rust. There was a couple of little spots over the other side there that needed a couple of patches in, but got that touched up. Can't really afford to spray the whole car at the moment, so we're just going to do get it looking as good as possible so I can get it running and driving and all legal and on the road. And then sometime in the future we'll look at respraying it. the bumpers off at the moment. They're going to be black. All this chrome on the back is going to be all satin black as well. I know a lot of people probably won't like that, but that's what I'm into, so that's what I'm going to do. A lot of stuff in the boot. Just pull that out. So the car was imported, and I got it off a guy who imported it. He imports a few cars, but when I got it, the boot was full of new replacement parts. It had all the bushings and shocks, front and rear shocks, all new drums and pads and cylinders. New drums there. So what I did was replaced all the drums front and rear, put all the new stuff on, and then decided to as I was going to put the 460 in, I needed some better brakes up front, so opted to go for the Wellwood disc brake setup. That's the booster and stuff in there, so we'll try and look at getting that mounted. It's had a little patch in here, so I have to just try and tidy that up best as we can. Maybe try and chuck a bit of black on there, get it looking as okay. But other than that, yeah, the boot was under the car is in really good condition. It's not too bad. It's pretty cool. I like it. I did have a 61 before this, two-door box top. That was really cool. I sold that and then pretty much ended up regretting that straight away. So got on the hunt for another one and found this one. Pretty keen to get this 460 up and running to see how she's going to go. I've heard they've got a lot of torque. Yeah, so really keen to get this thing driving. So I'll try and do a video of once I get up on the hoist and do a bit of a video of underneath, showing you the cross member. What else? Drive shafts. I'm pretty sure I can just use the factory drive shaft because the length is fine. Just had to get a new front yoke. So brake booster installation time. I got the master cylinder there. I didn't go for the Wellwood one because of cost really, and I had one of these in my 61, these kits, and it seemed to work fine. Stopped good. We'll start putting this together, I guess. I'll try and do some videoing, but we'll see how it goes. The magic of video. Brake boosters in. I didn't film it obviously, but just wanted to get it done. But new to this videoing stuff, so sweet, that's all done. Battery tray is in. Gotta put the front calipers on the discs, but I've got some 17-inch rims coming, so calipers won't fit on with these 14s. Look under there. Pretty good, getting it. So I've still got all the radiator and alternator and power steering to sort out yet. Crank pulley, but a bit of aluminium radiator going into it. I'll move over this side. Good all that. And it's quite a thick one, wide, maybe like 3 inches or something. I don't know, I'll have to have a look at it. But I'm going to put in twin Ford fans, maybe EL or AU or something, because I put them on all my cars, and Mint has. Keep everything else cool. Yeah, so I'll try and get a video of that as well. What else? And yeah, when we get it up on the hoist, I can get a video of that cross member and whatever else underneath. Alright, sweet. Thanks for watching.